Welcome back. So the SACP and COSATU in Mpumalanga will today picket to put pressure on government to finalize the National Health Insurance Bill. The bill was supposed to have been finalized last month, but there were delays. SACP and COSATU will also hand over a memorandum to the Department of Health in the province. For more on the story, let's bring in SABC News reporter Nhlanhla Jele. Nhlanhla, a good morning to you. So let's talk about whether or not you've seen that memorandum. What is on it?
Good morning to you, Naledi, and to our viewers at home. Indeed, like you said, they are expected to come here and picket and put pressure on government to ensure that all South Africans from all walks of life get quality access to quality healthcare services in the country. I have seen a glimpse of the memorandum which they sent me earlier, but they're just saying that they want to make sure that every South African, and they're pushing even their workers, they're pushing everybody in the country to rally behind this bill to be passed so that everybody can get access to quality healthcare services. They also make mention of the fact that the NHI Bill will eliminate this issue of profits over people and will ensure that people get equal access to healthcare services. They say the poor and the working class, whether you can afford this medical aid or you cannot afford it, this NHI Bill, hence they're in support of it because it will ensure that everybody gets access to this quality healthcare. As I've mentioned earlier on, we are expecting them to gather here at these offices. This is a government complex in Mpumalanga, where they're handing over this memorandum, obviously, to the Department of Health to make sure that that they are in support of this bill. Not only are they picketing at this offices, they're also at Emelo Hospital, they're also at Mpumalanga. So they're basically going to be around the province just to make their voice heard, just to rally the workers, just to rally the random people on the streets to ensure that people understand what it is and also how it's going to affect them and how it's going to work. Remember, I said earlier on, they're saying in their memorandum, it's people over profits. They're saying that businesses and medical aid schemes should do away with this issue of trying to influence the bill not to be passed, but to ensure that this bill gets passed and signed into law so that people can get quality healthcare services. Naledi?
Has the Department of Health responded?
They have not responded as yet because the leadership is not here as yet to sign or to hand over the memorandum. Rather, as you can see behind me, it's quite empty. Some of the members are inside the building because many of them work in these offices. Others obviously are random people on the streets, which I'm sure they are still rallying and making sure that they make their way to the government complex once they hand over the memorandum. I'm sure we'll have a response from the Department of Health as to whether they support this notion or what they want them to respond to. But for now, the memorandum has not been handed over. We are still waiting for the leadership of COSATU and SACP to make their way to the offices, and then the picket can officially start.